Hi, I'm Katie Aurora.
I'm Eric.
Welcome to the Witch's Brew. Today is a reading with P is for
Plancheite. Plancheite. Yes.
and I will be doing a reading about self-forgiveness since we're always talking about that.
Okay, it's now on about Plancheite. No, the spelling Plancheite. No, the Plancheite works for blue diamond. The skin is very pale blue. And gem location, chest, and then hair, mixture of pale blue, light blue, and dark green. Eye color aquamarine. And the weapon is a blue poison. Secondary weapon, gem technology. And then, so hair, here's a picture and hair example, and we'll be posting this along with everything else we post later. And then she is a kind of like a peridot but different. Compared to her peers, she hides one eye instead of both. She is also loyal to her diamond. In Plancheite stone,
The first one was from a game. It said the word.
and helpful for astrologists, aid them to discover how planets affect people, benefit students by aiding them to think more clearly, boost psychic gifts, protective helps you to deal with angry people. Discover benefits, meaning, and healing properties of Plancheite. Highly protective energy helps you to deal with belligerent people. Useful for astrologists to obtain clear information about effective planet movements on people. You can learn more about healingcrystalsforyou.com. Now, Plancheite is a secondary mineral formed in the oxidized zone of copper deposits associated with other copper minerals, chrysocolla, and dioptase, malachite, carnitite, and tenorite. It occurs with primary malachite at the Milpillas mine in Mexico. The type locally in the Santa Mine, Minduli, Pool region, Republic of Congo, first described by a LaCroix from Minduli, named after a French explorer, Mr. Plancheite, who supplied the samples of LaCroix. Its hardness is 5.5 to 6, and its scientific abbreviation is CU8, SI8, O22, and then OH4 times H2O. And then its group is inosylcate, composition copper silicone, crystal system orthorhombic, transparency translucent opaque, luster vitreous silky, and specific gravity 3.6 to 3.8. Its color is pale blue, light blue, and dark green. Streak light blue. Okay, and here's the chart here. It was just reading from. That will be posted as well.
And if we don't pronounce the names right, we're learning with you.
Okay, and Plancheite improves expression through intuitive knowledge. It can create that space we need in a highly emotional charged situation, helping us pursue the long-term goal and sole purpose rather than be swayed by a nervous instinct to keep the peace and suppress what really needs to be said. And rainbowspirit.co.uk is where you can learn more. And Plancheite, it's chakras, throat chakra, and third eye chakra. It helps one retain memories and information, brings one strength, protects one from doubt and negative energy, and astrology work. And other psychic skills such as automatic writing. The Plancheite crystals, it's copper-based mineral, and it has highly protective energy that helps you deal with belligerent people, as mentioned earlier. And useful for astrologers to obtain clear information about planets' effects on people. And that's it all.
Okay, now on to the reading for self forgiveness, because as I always say, sometimes it's us that have to forgive our own selves.
Okay, and then here's the chart there. Can you read that?
I can if it's blown up a little.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so
That's
there's the layout, and then I could try to turn this around. Let's see. Okay, so the formation, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then.
Okay. Thank you. I can read that now.
Okay.
Let's see it. What this is all about. Try to change it up a little. But since we talk about self-forgiveness a lot, it just popped up. Sometimes when things just popped up, we have to take notice. Alright. Lord, angels, archangels, universe, ancestors, guides, and guardians, help me in a general reading for self-forgiveness. And our first question is, how, I might not need these, how not forgiving myself is holding me back. Alright. Can I have a couple cards for that, please? My grandfather would be so proud. So this is one. How? Number 2 would be, what can helping me with my self-forgiveness journey? Alright. Well, that works. Please hold that. Thank you. And what is the highest possibility of outcome for forgiving myself? Well, we're going to be positive, and it's going to be high.
Message from my guides.
What he said. Message from our guides. I guess that one wants to come out. Alright. So, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So we will start with pile number 1. And we'll see. How are we not forgiving ourselves? How's it holding us back? We're not forgiving ourselves because we're not taking the time to make time for ourselves. And it says we need to slow down and rest is needed. So you keep going, and you're doing this and this, and not everything's happening up, and you need to slow down. Think about what we're doing, like when we were kids, we had to slow down. Think about how our actions are going to affect other things. And then we need to rest. And this says practice feng shui and create a space. So everything's discombobulated right now, and you can't see clearly. So you need to create a sacred space for yourself. Take time for yourself. Make that, even if it's taking a bath or reading a book, make that time for you. Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. So this is saying is that you need to show yourself off and sparkle So right now you're hiding in, you're not stepping out into your comfort zone. And so you just need to be you and sparkle and shine, because it's our time to shine. And setting your intentions and your heart with your heart and soul. So you are basically here and here, and you need to be here and here. And when you become here and here on the same page, you're going to be able to forgive yourself. And then write down your goals and dream big. Okay, so that's pile number 1. Let's move on to pile number 2. What can help me with my self-forgiveness journey? Alright. Getting back into nature and reconnecting with your hippie roots. I love that one. Trust your intuition. She is always right, or he, she. This is a general reading, but that's how it comes on the card. Waking your true authentic self and be true to yourself. It is always good to be your true authentic self and who you are meant to be and who you want to be, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And take the lemons and turn it into lessons. Learn from what is not going right and make it into a lesson, and see make it turn into something good, positive. Like lemonade is good and positive. Alright, we're moving on to the highest possibilities of forgiving ourselves. Well, I read positively, so we are going to forgive ourselves. It might take time, but we can forgive ourselves. We're going to turn our reality in a reflection of our inner world. So our outer reality has to be what we think about inside, because, you think about this could happen, that could happen, and we have to make those things happen. And here we're talking about forgiveness. This is forgiving someone. You have to forgive yourself. When you can forgive yourself, even if you take a chair and put a picture of yourself in there and talk about what you need to talk about with yourself, and then forgive yourself. Write it all out. What would you say to yourself right now? And write it on a piece of paper. Take a chair, put a picture of yourself in that chair, and then say what you're going to say, and then rip it all up and throw it away. Burn it if you have a burn safe bowl. We don't, so we just rip it up and put it in the trash. Or you can bury it. Just don't bury it near the house. And this is another one we need to know. Stop judging yourself. Start loving yourself. This is another thing of forgetting. We're judging ourselves. We're putting those negative comments on it. And, and we're not loving ourselves. Yesterday we went to the mall and I asked for a certain bracelet, and Universe of God told the lady that I need this hematite so I can start grounding myself, and I have a black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, and so I can start loving myself and not judging myself, and it takes away the negativity that we put on ourselves. The labels need to come removed. So let's see what the last pile brings us. Messages from our guides. Tune into your inner peace. So once you be able to get on the same page and you forgive yourself, you're going to find your peace. So we need to get there. And part of, the whole process is be grateful for whatever you need to be grateful for everything. So you need to go on a gratitude rampage and write 10 things you're thankful for each day. And keep our thoughts positive. This is A Shine from the Inside by Brittany Carmichael. She's amazing. Check her out on Facebook or YouTube. Let's get a couple more cards, please. All right. And remember, once we forgive ourselves, you can create your own happiness now. But we need to be in a positive mind space to create our own happiness. You are truly beautiful inside and out. And this is one that we all have to do, is look for the signs and secrecies that the universe, Lord, whatever higher power you're believing is trying to show you. And this is another one that our soul whispers the love, but our ego shouts the fear. Tell your ego to be quiet, and we're not listening to you anymore. We got this, because we're worthy of the love that our soul is whispering. Alright, so next on Saturday we're going to be doing Q&A's for Quartz, and we're also going to have an idea for a giveaway, because we hit 151 people in the Witches Brew group on Facebook, it said. So we're going to do a giveaway, and you'll have to tune in Saturday to find out what it is. Bye.
Bye. There you go.
Thank you.
And